What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA football opening lines show. If you want to watch the entire show, hit the link on the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. Let's move on to the 7 p.m. spot. New Mexico at Utah State, 35 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 5 miles per hour. I was all over Wyoming. I had Utah State team total unders, and that game was canceled. And this spot here had New Mexico at -5.5, but a lot of other books were at 4.5, and I was like, you know what? Instead of betting this, let's just wait, see if I get a better number, and that's not materializing, sadly. I really thought there was even a 4 on the board. I'm like, when's my book going to move? And it hasn't, and I don't know if it will. This total is sitting at 52. Both teams 0-4, 0-4 in the Mountain West, 35 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 5 miles per hour. New Mexico has lost all 4 games to start the season. First 3 can all be described. There it is. The first 3 can all be described as good losses. But last week, they were beaten in all phases of the game. Now, it's been brought up by our CMac that they did miss 5 field goals. They just didn't look good. Sure, the score could have been closer had they looked incompetent. 28-0 loss at Air Force. Their offense has been strong enough, though, this year to take advantage of a weak Utah State Aggies defense. Lobos are averaging 399.5 yards per game. Utah State has had an ugly start to their season. They've lost their first 4 games by an average of 26 points. They canceled last week's game versus Wyoming to deposit COVID cases within the team. We last saw them in a 35-16 loss at home to Fresno State. This is a team in disarray. 2 weeks ago, they fired Gary Anderson, their head coach. Last week, their quarterback, Jason Shelley, kicked off the team to a violation of team rules. So sophomore Andrew Peasley is expected to be the starter moving forward, but he's in COVID protocol. He wasn't available a week and a half ago. He should be available now, but who knows? He's not looked good in limited action this year, going 6 for 16 for 29 yards, 1 interception. If he's not available, we go to redshirt freshman Cooper Legas. He is a 3-star recruit out of Orem High in Orem, Utah. He led Orem to back-to-back state championships. I just thought that for some reason I was going to get a better line on New Mexico. That doesn't look to have materialized. I'm all over New Mexico in this spot. Let's go back to our West Coast and Vegas guys who focus on the Mountain West very closely. Let's go with CMac, Lobos, Aggies. What do you think here?
I go with the Lobos as well. I think the number's short. I think they play better. I think Bryce Hall plays better if he's in. I think he's better than what he showed the other night, you know. And Utah State just can't score. I'd look a little bit at the under, but sometimes, you know, when we get 2 bad teams like this, a few points can be scored every once in a while on a weird day like this. But I'd lean on the under as well. It's at 52.5, and it went up. It looks like the line came out at 49.5. So I'd lean on that a little bit.
CMac, I was thinking of only focusing on Utah State team total under. I see this as a program in disarray, and this game could get away from them. And this is a New Mexico team that needs a confidence builder and needs a win. If New Mexico starts rolling on Utah State, they're going to keep their foot on the gas. They're going to want to destroy this team. What do you think of only focusing on Utah State team total instead of the full game?
Yeah, what is it? 16.5 or something like that?
It's not. It's the team total.
Yeah, I didn't think it out.
It's pretty.
I would guess it would be that, right? Something like that?
I think it'll be higher than that.
A little bit higher?
Yeah, I do, with the total at 52.
Yeah.
I think it'll be
about 20.
Yeah.
23.
I was going to say 22.5. I think it'll be like a 30.5, 22.5.
If New Mexico plays offense, I think, the under for that would be good. If New Mexico could play offense like they have better, except for last week, they'll win this game handily. All Utah State can do is try to hang around. Their defense is just okay. And then, like you said, Jamie, I think it gets out of hand. But it's hard to trust the New Mexico team that just, barely scored. They missed 5 field goals. They couldn't get in the end zone, But at the short number, on a Thursday, I would go with the Lobos here,
Yeah, this is a spot where I'm gonna jump all over fading Utah State. First half full game on New Mexico. Utah State team total under. Let's hear what Nolly has to say about this spot. New Mexico, Utah State.
I mean, I get it. New Mexico has showed some signs of life. You look what they did against Nevada. I mean, the score looks a little bit closer than it actually was, but still, we're able to move the ball throughout the season, significantly more than what Utah State has, except for last week, like Connor Mack mentioned. But you talk about two bad teams. This is something that, I mean, I don't like getting involved with. Like mentioned, you look at their inability to put up points, and you're talking about a backup potentially playing, you might think of the under, but you look at two horrible defenses giving up 474 yards, 525 yards. I mean, New Mexico's doing better against the run, but against the pass, still giving up season highs to everyone. So to me, I just can't get involved. This is a boo-boo bowl, and you pick a side, and how can I be mad if they suck when I know they suck? So I'm off the game.
I get that. I get that. John Ryan, what do you think here?
Well, for the people who like the under, I have a supporting system, 68% winners the last 10 years. And it's one of my contrarian ones. So as Nolly knows pointed out, these two teams are defensively challenged. And in this case, when you have two teams that in their previous game allowed 9 or more passing yards per attempt, the under has won the money 67% of the time over the last 10 years. So these are the ones that in my long 26 years of looking at this stuff have served well. It will go against the betting public, I think, as the week wears on, and that would make the play even a little bit stronger for me if that happens.
Interesting. So your expectation is this total to go up.
Yeah.
They're just all the books are coming out right now. We have 52s and a couple 51.5s.
Yeah, I think based on what Nolly said, like the public sees two horrible defenses and the total is only 51. My God, that's they're making a mistake. That's an automatic over bet, and I'm going to win it. Yeah, I think that's what the public mentality would be.
I like it. There we go. There's your Thursday action, and I'm going to be all over these two games.